So we just got our first 2024 Ford Bronco Everglades in. Now this is a special edition vehicle that is built specifically for off-road driving. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around this and show you some of the different features about it and show you why it's probably one of the best off-road stock vehicles ready to go on the market. Let's check it out. So first things first, this is a 2024 Ford Bronco Everglades in eruption green. We here at the dealership have definitely been calling this our favorite looking Bronco since we've gotten them in. Ford actually announced these Everglades in 2022 or for the 2022 model year. So it's taken us the last 2 years to finally get one in stock. They are kind of limited edition. This was actually a customer order, which is available for sale. The window sticker I'll show you here in a minute, but it's around $58,000, which is what we are selling it for. So we'll start off with the front. This comes with the modular steel bumper and the 10,000-pound Warn winch at the front. Obviously, a lot of off-roading, you're gonna get yourself in some sticky situations. This is gonna come in real handy to help pull you or your buddies out of any trouble. So you've got this kind of carbonized gray front grille with, of course, your LED headlights, but they actually blacked out the front Bronco here. There isn't a front camera on these. It's kind of what separates these from the higher level Badlands, Wild Tracks. Of course, with these winches, you're not going to be able to get much visibility out of that in the first place. These are built on the Sasquatch package, but they do have these special edition Everglades wheels. They're reminiscent of the old Steelies. I think they look a little better than the black diamond steel wheels. These are a carbonized gray. Of course, you've got your Goodyear Wrangler, not Wrangler, of course, they changed them to the Territory mud terrains, but essentially the Goodyear Wrangler all-terrain tires, and you've got your Sasquatch upgraded suspension. Another thing that they really did that I like on these Everglades is that they've actually changed the shape of these fender flares. As you can tell, they've kind of rounded the corner, or they've almost actually squared it off and kind of rounded the corners of it. So it's shaped a little bit better and it's a little narrower, and it really makes it look that much better. Apologies for the sound here, but if you can see, the window sticker on this is $58,670. Now, it does have a few features. If I can try and get them on here, we'll put it up on the screen so that you can see exactly what is on this model. Obviously, you only see me in the reflection. Of course, you got your Everglades graphic down here. It's really cool. They've got some Easter eggs like different sightings, as well as a little bit of the topo map of the Everglades National Park. Where you got your Sasquatch badge here. And this is one of the main events. You've got the snorkel built in. This is functional, and these vents are actually able to be swapped out for different purposes. Say you've got a little bit more sandy area, or you've got a more kind of mud area. You've got the ability to swap those out to change it for your terrain, but this is going to increase your water fording height. Of course, the Broncos are pretty good naturally at the water fording, but this will help it a lot. You've got good ground clearance here below. This has the side steps added with a little bit of rock slider protection. I'm actually not a huge fan of these type of side steps. You can always bolt those and remove them. It's really nice for us shorter folks to help get in and out of the vehicle, but if you do any serious off-roading, you might catch that on something. So they give you that option to remove those, which is, I think, a really smart feature. You've got your hardtop with the roof rack. So all you gotta do is plug and play your rooftop tent or any of those kind of accessories, and you're ready to go, basically. Of course, plenty of room back here in the back. This one has this slide out table here in the back. Again, pretty much ready to go. You can set a camp stove back here, any kind of off-road recovery gear while you're working. This is just pretty much purpose-built and ready to go for off-road driving. You've got your bags for your doors or your top back here, as well as you've got your soft top kind of kit ready to go. You can plug it back here, take off these, and add a soft top if you were to get one after the market. I'm a big fan of these hard tops though for specific off-road purposes. Just does a little bit better, and you can have the roof rack, which allows you to have some of those rooftop tents. Back here in the back, you've got your MOLLE panel. You can attach your first aid kits, any kind of recovery gear. Got map pockets back here in the back, as well as you've got a USB, USB-C charger, and a 110 volt 400 watt outlet. Got your window controls back here in the back. We'll talk about this more in the front, but these are the marine grade vinyl, and they've actually done something different here on these Everglades. They've kind of made this the gray interior with the charcoal exterior. But this marine grade vinyl is one of my favorites because it truly feels like leather, but it's a lot easier to keep clean. Underneath the floor mats, you do have your drain plugs, and it's the vinyl floor, so again, easy to clean. If you do some serious off-roading, you're gonna be able to need that ability. Up in the front, these are manual seats. You've got your Bronco logo stitched into the back of the driver's and passenger seat. And again, these marine grade vinyl seats are some of my favorite in the entire Bronco lineup. You get the upgraded drivetrain with the Sasquatch with the 470 axle in the back. Gives you that 4 auto, which is great. And you get the 12-inch screen here. Now this is a 24, so the 12-inch screen is now standard across the entire lineup. But the package itself was able to get you a 12-inch screen back in the day in the 2022 and 2023 model year. Again, we've just now gotten one in the 24. I just got this one parked, and I wanted to kind of cut in real quick because I forgot to mention this while I was walking around it. But this comes with the 2.3 liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder. It's the only engine option on the Everglades, and that kind of helps keep that price a little bit lower, but it does kind of decrease the power a little bit. I do like the 2.3 after owning a Bronco myself. I feel like at lower speeds, which you're mostly going to be doing with these off-road style vehicles, the lower speeds, it feels a little bit more kind of torquey almost, especially with this 470 axle. So, you know, it is a trade-off in a little bit of power and speed on the high end, but I really feel like it does a great job at those lower speed, kind of smaller demanding tasks while you're off-roading. So y'all let me know what you think about that down in the comments below. Would you prefer to have this with a 2.7? I know a lot of people typically do. Or do you think this 2.3 is going to do a great job? Electronic locker in both the front and the rear, along with your trail turn assist. And you have your auxiliary switches, which are quote unquote accessory ready. They've got them wired up at different points throughout the vehicle. You can kind of see some here. They're just ready to go and able to get your accessories, your lights, that kind of stuff plugged up much easier. A big upgrade on these hard tops is this sound deadening panel. It really makes a difference. Inherently, when you have a door or a top that is removable, it's going to make it a little bit louder, but that makes it a lot better these days. So again, this one is here for sale, ready to go if y'all want to come check it out. But I wanted to show you this trim because so far this has been my favorite looking Bronco we've seen from the factory. So y'all tell me what you think down in the comments below. As always, we'll link this one down in the description if you are interested, and we'll update it if it does get sold. Thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so down below. We're getting more inventory, trucks, Broncos, Mavericks, you name it, we're getting it in these days. So y'all tell us what you want to see down in the comments, and we'll be able to check it out. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you later.